Shalom, you all. We're back for part two. Welcome to ReligionWinked TV, where my spiritual ears stay. Guys, we are having technical difficulties, but we will get through. I am going to finish reading to you some of the things, the everyday laws that people break in this world, unbeknownst to them. So let me pull up my information and we'll get started. Shalom and welcome to ReligionWinked TV, where my spiritual ears stay. I'm your host, Spirituality. Now let's sip on this. Shalom. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and pull up our information we had. I'll be right with you 1 second. All right. So, do you know any undocumented criminals hanging around? Weird laws broken every day. All right, so let me see if I can get back to the one 40 laws that we were reading from earlier. Okay, here we go. We're back. We're back. All right, so some of the small laws we were talking about, I think we left off somewhere down around I think it was 26. We said basically that if you're having sex under the age of 16, definitely statutory rape is a law that people need to be documented on. But just having consensual sex under 16 is definitely a common law that's being broken daily. We mentioned that 27, if you don't have a TV license and are watching TV, that's a law that some people are breaking. 28, using someone else's Wi-Fi without them knowing is an undocumented crime that people are committing daily. I'm going to see if I can get through this list as soon as possible. Also, we have 29, if you're smoking in a non-smoking area. We have 30, thrown tree cuttings back over your neighbor's garden. I mean, that's like if you cut your grass and you're throwing your weeds over into someone else's garden, yard, excuse me. 31, claimed an item at the self-service till without paying for it. That's stealing. I mean, a lot of people do that, and people aren't being documented for this stuff. But the world seems to focus on the documented criminals and are paying not much attention to those who are breaking the law every day. So, 32, taking a child out of school for a holiday without the head teacher's permission. I mean, my daughter, when she was going to school, had pretty much perfect attendance, but we all have done this at some point in time for a funeral. I don't need the teacher's permission to say my child is not going to school that day, but I was the type of mom that I would let the school know she wasn't coming in. That doesn't take much, right? 33, not inform the DVLA of a change of name or address. This has to be like the Department of Motor Vehicle or something like that. Like there's a lot of people who have name changes and address changes, but for some reason they're not they're not doing the change of address, because when people are out here looking for them, their address isn't coming up and stuff like that. They're breaking the law. They're common criminals who have never been documented. 34. Not cleaned up after your dog has pooped on the street or a public path. So, they have the pooper scooper bags and things like that. A lot of people are letting their dogs go out and poop on the street and not clean up behind them. 35. Cycle through a red light. Again, this is just like driving in a car. You have to stop at the red lights, but there are a lot of cyclists who ride the street and do what they want. 36 is fiddled your expenses. Everybody has done this at some point. Well, no, I have never hidden any money. Any monies I was ever supposed to report to anybody, I've always was able to report that money. Never tried to get away with, like, just say at the government assistance, the welfare office, if you have to go apply for food stamps or whatever, report all your income. There's a lot of people out here undocumented on government assistance and not quite reporting all of their income. So they are a common criminal in my eyes. 37. Sung or chanted a crude football chant in the street. What the hell? If you've ever chanted a crude football chant in the streets, that is a common law that you are breaking. So let's go on and see what else it says here. 38. Gone fishing without a license. I know a lot of people. I have even done this. Growing up, I have went fishing with people unlicensed. And I know a lot of people still go fishing today unlicensed. But now I realize that fishing licenses aren't that expensive. You can go purchase your fishing license, and then you'd be at less risk of getting arrested or cited when a police walk up on you and you're fishing without the license, right? All right, so 39 says parked opposite a junction. Just illegal parking is something a lot of people still do today. And then here's a big one for some of you ladies. Put makeup on while you're driving. I know a lot of people. I do it with my lip gloss, my lipstick. And if I'm sitting here saying I do it, I know a lot of you in these YouTube streets and throughout the world are doing it as well. So this has been your Undocumented Criminals Part 2. Let me know what you guys think about people being in this world breaking laws and not paying not paying their just dues. There's a lot of people, they come down on people who've been to prison, but they've probably done worse than people who've been to prison. They just have not been caught and have not served time, have not been arrested, have not been documented. So let me know what you think about this, you all. I'm going to try to see if I can pull up another news report. Give this about another 5 minutes here. Let me see. And then, guys, I'm going to come right back. And what I noticed about what's going on with Miss Tracy and Miss Fabe, Tracy has been arrested before. Just on April 4, she had beat her court case. So Tracy and I have something in common when it comes to being arrested and being in front of the law. Fabe, on the other hand, claims she's never been arrested. But I believe there's some things she's done in her life that's just not documented or she got away with, allegedly. Some people try to break the law and, I got away with this. Well, I want to come back and talk about who's right, who's wrong. That's why I've been pushing out these videos all day today talking about ex-criminals versus criminals, ex-cons versus those still conning people, ex-jailbirds versus inmates and prisoners of their own mind type shit. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm going to come right back, put Tracy and Fabi in the title. If you guys want to come over and talk about documented criminals and undocumented criminals, but there's just something about the undocumented criminal that just keep breaking all the laws in the world and they haven't quite been captured yet. So with that being said, you all, this is your girl Religion Link TV. And let me see what I can do here for an outro. But yeah, guys, it's just it's some things that just don't make sense to me. And I do believe that there are more undocumented criminals in this world than the 1,486,000 prisoners, state and federal, as of 2017. Now, the report I gave to you in the video prior to this says that as of 2017, it was 1,486,000 inmates. That's so behind as far as doing the census on the prisoners. So if they're that far behind with the documented prisoners, can you see how much more behind this world is with the undocumented prisoners and criminals of the world? So guys, with that being said, let me see. I appreciate those who came through. Thank you very much. God bless you. And again, I think, again, like I said, I think there's more people out here that are straight up criminals breaking the law, but they know they can get away with it. They know people aren't watching them as far as, oh my God. But some of the simplest laws are being broken day to day. So you guys let me know what you think about that. All right, you guys have a good day. I'm sorry I don't talk about the things you guys hear on the day-to-day basis, but I'm sick of looking at these damn criminals in this freaking world getting away with breaking crimes and committing laws and saying the shit out their mouth they say and not paying the consequences. I paid my time. I did my time for the crimes that I committed. Do you agree that people should do the time for the crimes that they're committing? Thank you so much for watching ReligionWinked TV. This is your girl Spirituality and my spiritual ears. Yay! All right, so with that being said, you all, I believe we did about 10 minutes, hopefully. And if you guys want to come back and talk about documented criminals on YouTube versus undocumented criminals, and it just seems to me that the undocumented criminals are getting away with so much crime. It's starting to make the documented criminals look bad, right? We ain't out here breaking no laws. Yeah, we have a past. We've been to prison or been arrested before. But what about the ones who are breaking everyday laws? I gave you about 40 common laws that people are breaking every day, to even using a false name on the internet. How do you feel about that? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Thank you to the 2 people watching, listening. God bless you. And again, the reason why I was on this is because we have 2 people going head to head on YouTube, Tracy and Fabe. Tracy, like myself, has been arrested. Fabe claims she haven't. But there's some crimes and laws that Fabe may be committing over there that's undocumented. You understand what I'm saying? So let's have this conversation. If I don't do it tonight, I will do it sometime tomorrow, because I'm sick of people making it look like people who've been to prison ain't shit, ain't got no life. We the bad people of the world. But as you can see, there's some people that's not documented as criminals out here breaking all the laws they can, but yet it's being overlooked. It's not being addressed. People are letting them get away with it. So with that being said, guys, come back for the next live. I do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thank you so much for watching ReligionWinked TV. This is your girl Spirituality and my spiritual ears. Yay!